今よりも高い景色が見たいからこぼしてきた涙と足跡をたどってここへ今君にママワンのサインがもし見えるならこの指に止まる仲間を探してた満たされないカラカラに乾いた心を燃やして未来をあぶり出せ幻想を焼き尽くせ
当たり前が照らす眩しさにまぶたを閉じた君のことを誰の目にも触れない影に一粒の光をそこに迷い戸惑い夢の瞬きに流れ星が頬去っても拭い去ってくれるくらいの人なりの音色を君に変えられない過去に色を塗っていくきっと未来の七色片手にパレット笑ってみせてよたった一つだけ願っとるんだいつだって最低な夜を抜けて短い勘違い間違いじゃなくて心から笑えるようにたった一度だけ一瞬のきらめだけそんな柔らないノリじゃない段違いに信じたい通り越えてもう一回迫ってく君の視界よ僕らの世界を広あの日守ると決めた約束はこの胸に全てを失うことで今救える命があるのなら喜んで手踏むをあげる スレスレに通り過ぎてったあの飛行機を不思議なくらいに覚えてる。意味もないのになぜか不甲斐なって泣いた日の夜にただ強くなりたいと願ってた。そのために必要な勇気を探し求めていた。残酷な運命が定まってるとして、それがいつの日か僕の前に現れるとして、ただ一瞬この一瞬息ができるならどうでもいいと思えた。その心をもう一度遠くへ行け遠くへ行けと僕の中で誰かが歌う。どうしようもないほど熱烈にいつだって目を離した君が二度と悲しまないように笑える。そんなヒーローになるための歌。さらば掲げのピースサイン転がってくストーリーを守りたいだなんて言えるほど君は弱くはないの分かってた。それ以上に僕は弱くてさ、君が大事だったんだ。一人で生きていくんだなんてさ、口をついて叫んだあの日から変わっていく僕を笑えばいい。一人が怖い僕を蹴飛ばして噛みついて息もできなくて、騒ぐ頭と腹の奥がくしゃくしゃになったって、手洗いも痙攣も消えてしまうくらいに今は触って言いたいんだ君の心に。僕たちはきっといつか遠く離れた太陽にすら手が届いて夜明け前を手に入れて笑おう。そうやって青く燃える色に染まり悲しげな街の向こうへ手をつないで走ってゆけるはずだ。君と未来を盗み描くひねりのないストーリーをかさぶただらけ荒くれた日々が削り削られ擦り切れた今が君の言葉で蘇る鮮やかにも現れてく。さなぎのままで眠る魂も食べかけのまま捨てたあの夢をもう一度取り戻せ。
Hi, it's us. We're here. We do things. Um, there were a lot of messages and a lot of talking about My Hero.
Did not do any emotes.
It's fair.
I didn't have time. That's on
okay.
me.
Yeah, what can you
It
do?
might still be Phil. It is definitely still Phil.
Thank you, Jinx, for re-upping to the bone.
That is what it is.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna read the messages because there's just so many, and we're already a little late. And by a little late, I mean we're on time. So, just some names. Oh, forewarn you, there are no sound alerts. There are no TTSs right now. Because we're gonna be ranting and raging, and I'll need y'all cutting in through with.
What is the are we doing in terms of showing things?
Show whatever. I don't care.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Because people do it online and they seem to be fine. If we need to, we could just shut it down, re-edit it, put it up in members.
In fact, I'll go to a site that dropped my mouse up a little bit. Yeah, I'll go to a site and bring it up.
Oh, it's gonna be which is unfortunate
Definitely gonna be.
because it didn't need to be.
Didn't it need to be though?
No, could have been good. How far are we going back?
I went 30 chapters back. I reread 30 chapters.
My goodness.
Yeah. And 30 chapters was right at the end of Todoroki. Right.
But that's horrible as well. The end of Todoroki, the end, or the end of part 1 where he does the ice that's so hot that it can melt / freeze super fun. Whatever happened there, people were clapping because big pretty shot, but it's stupid. I hate
the very the very first panel. The very first panel was his mom.
Oh yeah, his mom rocking up and melting, and just like, nah, but it's cool though. And then all the kids rocking up and melting and going, no, but it's cool though. This man is eviscerating moms 0.1, but they just going, nah, we're ice, so that's fine. But didn't that guy have to make super ice? And isn't he even hotter? So shouldn't you guys? Nah, okay. Why do anything then? Why introduce things and then just be like, well, this old lady who is not a hero, who is not in practice, whom we have seen 0 ice abilities, she's standing up to the hottest fire ever introduced with this man who is about to explode in seconds and create a bomb that is going to take out miles. But she's not being eviscerated. Endeavor is whatever. He has flame resistance. We can accept that. Her, this old, literally sickly woman who teleported into the middle of a field and is holding a fire bomb, man, just going, ooh, this is a little hot, you know? It's like eating some soup, just like, I gotta let this cool down a little bit. And then these other moms rock up, same thing, melt them and be done with it. Because where do we go from here? What is their ending? They just lay down and just go, oh, when they wake up and is it just like, oh, we can't even talk about that yet. We have to be like, is Dobby alive? And then we have 2
He has to be alive because as I was reading it, he's just like, kill you, everybody.
Yeah,
and he's being frozen from the inside, so I would assume his body is no longer being injured from its own flames. And I would assume they locked away his fire ability with that we have altered your DNA, your Cork DNA, and you will never be able to use it again. Go into his soul and punch whatever demon he has to punch, and then he'll be fine. Even as I knew it was coming up, I was like, oh my, this is not a cook.
We're doing it.
This is unbelievable.
We out here doing the thing, straight face, this is what I'm doing. Mom just rocks up. It just goes, yep, this is the source of all of his problems. Yep. Deal with it.
All Might is the visage of All Might. See the crack in his soul that's holding together the darkness of his past. So it's time to soul punch his whole wider so we can do stuff to him.
And I thought that they were going to do incremental throwing of the quirks.
No!
Where he just have, I only have float and black whip now.
So now
he just one chapter is one chapter another, and it's a slow, but it was just like, all of them's gone.
I hate, because of his love of quirks, he's just so good at using all the quirks that he has. It's just because of his love of quirks. Hey, you know in the beginning of the series said every bit of the previous users gets transferred into you. Nobody has been able to use the other person's quirks because they do not understand them nor their quirks. But Deku, who has studied quirks from chapter 1, could go, he is the one that can, because he tried to befriend all the previous users instead of just use their power, and he understands their powers at a certain level.
But
as
it stands, it's just like, well, stockpile wasn't strong enough, question mark, for the Visages to come out and you to use the other quirks, because Nana wasn't using Black Whip or anything. All Might didn't know about it, so I guess now is now just strong enough. Hell, whatever, and now this month, it's horrible.
It's horrible. He just got all this black muscle bush, and that's like, we love you. Because of your love of your wanted. Yeah, I'm gonna believe in you, and
And then Nana was just like, Black Whip, you stay with him because you're the one that he's been using the most. You're the most versatile. He needs you. Next chapter is just me. It's just me, Nana. Why is it just me, Nana? Well, we just need to have this closing of a end story. And the only way to do that is, no, I was rejected. Were you? Yeah, only me. All Might was allowed in. The vestige of All Might was allowed in, but you were for some reason not allowed in. These are the factual sequences of events. Yes, this is what I'm writing. Okay, burst through hug, she disintegrates, another trauma fixed, or whatever.
It's not even another trauma fix. It's the trauma of the fake father in his mind. His trauma is fake. Because it's not like Shigaraki. It's
the memory of a trauma. You've apologized to no one, Nana.
To a ghost. Because that mother does not actually exist in Shiggy.
You've forgiven yourself. It's Star Wars stuff. But Kylo just going, dang, I'm making Han Solo say, well, I forgive you. And he's just like, oh, dang, you were there for me. We're out of here.
It's and Obama putting a medal on himself. Like, this is not what happened. No, its trauma wasn't fixed. They act like it was because now Deku can break through to Shiggy because that particular part of the trauma is
doesn't make any sense because Nana's solving a different memories trauma, and now that for some reason causes them to be able to break through the glass, and it's so bad.
And it sucks because everyone knew we were gonna get Deku and Shiggy versus All For One. But when All For One died, we're like, okay.
They're going someplace else. This is Shiggy versus Deku. It's an easy, I am a hero, you are the villain. This is not the generations long fight, but it kind of is because you have the power of that person. I have the power of that person, but we are not our previous generations. We are our own.
We can be something new.
Yes, that's fine to do. But then the fight in and of itself was not very good. Because not only do you have the new introduction of the super secret, the super best quirk, which apparently he's never used because on screen he's definitely never used. But it's one of those things where we don't see him training it. And you can see this for the big reveal of punch him, slow down, affecting the speed and everything. But it's not satisfying to just pop out a quirk and just go, this is bum rushing this dude. Especially when you consider all these with his big dumb octopus, rabbit, frog, dog cannon thing. He just shoots him. He's just like, cool story, bro. Wipe this off, and that's Sun Eater gone. That's curtain down on Sun Eater.
Dude, I hated All Might going through all those students. Just like,
we need structure. Stop. We need structure. We can't just talking about stuff.
How about we start at the end and work backwards?
No redeems, Jay. There's nothing going on with
Yeah.
this because we just need to talk.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to do try to look at chats, but this is unfortunately because reasons where we just need to get this out. I know it's a lot. It's a lot that y'all want to say as well, but
It is what it is. So
it's a venting session.
we can start at right after the Todoroki thing, which was the Ochako Toga, and work forward, or we can work backwards, starting from the previous chapter, the latest chapter, and then go back towards that.
Or we can just keep going scattered shot until we stop thinking of things to rant about, and then point by point go back.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would like to talk about Iron Might.
Yeah, and like I was saying, him using when he said sugar, I'm like, what does he do?
Yeah, he's
What is
a
that?
big punch. How is this any different from what's the difference between that and an all for one punch?
Oh, I got the invisible girl. That means I have what? Oh my, what do you have?
Yeah, once we start talking about the chapters, we'll talk about what. Let's go to all the Iron Might stuff and just sort of scroll through it. We can do that. But yeah, it's meaningless because once you can start counting the number of interactions that All Might has had with somebody like a Tokoyami with a Mina, it's just him looking at them, and then it's so fake that I'm harnessing my student's potential in order to beat the biggest villain, when we don't see All Might going through that. When they were training in the forest, they were just off on their own, doing their own little training that increases their ability. We don't know how All Might feels about Amina or Can't Stop Twinkling or anything. It's just, hey, he's doing these cool abilities. And it would be better if it was just people that he's had interactions with. We see him have those interactions with Hawk, with Endeavor. He knows their abilities inside and out. What does he have for Can't Stop Twinkling? Oh, it's just a laser. Whatever.
Yeah, why is that even him? It's not like a
Chapter 396.
chapter 396. It's not like Kuma, the pacifistas, where they're putting the legit abilities of other people into them, or the Seraphs or whatever they're
Seraphim.
It's not like that. It is literally just, this is an imitation of your abilities, and a poor one at that. So why even call it Sugar Man Big Punch?
If you're just gonna throw acid in his eye, you don't need to invoke the name of Mina. What does that do for you? How is that catharsis to be like, these students are working so hard that I have to black whip, stuff like that? It's like, you could have done that.
Yeah, you have the ability to do so.
He's not even a teacher Aizawa was. Yeah, so you just want cellophane crap like that. You just go.
What's the difference between cellophane and black whip?
Yeah. It's one of those things that is just purely for the moment. It is cool that this is happening, that he's invoking their abilities. Please clap, because he's working so hard for. You're not giving Tape Man anything to do. You're giving All Might something to do with Tape Man's ability.
And it's not even his actual ability. It's just some chain he's pulling him in with.
Tape Man ain't douche. But All Might has done more with Tape Man stuff than Tape Man has done. And it goes shoot style. So you're taking all Deku's ability, which is your ability, which was changed because you're just kicking him. This isn't shoot style. Stop pretending like it is. This is just armor. Don't just call it Dark Shadow, and that's the thing. Like, come on now. How can anybody bump this?
Because, again, we've said it before. These people are not thinking about, how did we get here? what was the process of which we got to this moment? They're thinking about the moment. And in the moment, it is very cool that All Might is taking his students that we see him teach 4 times on screen. He's taking all their abilities and incorporating it into his thing. Because now instead of All Might inspiring the children are inspiring All Might.
You have to think about that.
You have to think?
No, you have to think about the All Might inspiring the students and the students inspiring All Might. So you have to think about that. You have to you have to start engaging within the media. Mm-hmm. So you're thinking about, oh, this is what they're doing.
Yeah, but that's the theme thing.
I know. But I would love to get into the mind of these people because I don't understand how that's where the thought stops. Not like, hey, this is stupid. Hey, isn't this whole story about I could be a hero without being on the front lines? Isn't that his whole thing? Isn't not a couple chapters ago, this man was at his weakest. Endeavor was putting the brakes to him. Why didn't you rock out there with this big power armor back then? Why that then? Why didn't you give it to Endeavor? Why not? He didn't tell anyone about this.
Nope.
We don't know the logistics of it. We don't know how much it costs, how long it's been in production, if it's even complete. If he was just like, this still needs another 3 years in R&D, but it needs to be done now. But we got nothing. He rocks up smiling, just going, Dark Shadow Cape.
It could have been a this is the future of quirkless like police officers.
I started thinking about this when Deku asked me if he could become a hero.
So we've been putting it into production.
Cheap, mass-produced, safe, and affordable,
and efficient
tech. Or tie it back into when the civilians started getting hero tech. It's like, this is unsafe. We got the washing machine hero out there trying to stop him up with a laser cannon. No, we need somebody, the washing machine hero needs a cannon. So this is a way to give them a cannon, not to just like a normal person, or maybe to a normal person. Whatever, training like cars where you need to pass a test in order to, use this laser cannon. It's like guns and everything. Just make it so that if a villain comes up and it's just this slime goo monster like the episode 1, they can do something against this person until Mount Lady comes up. But here, and that could have tied into, it could have been anything, but he just rocks up with this amazing tech.
I paid for this tech for this one moment.
And he holds him. You can argue fighting, beating, whatever, but he holds them off. And this is a level 100 boss. Yeah. This is the baddest of the baddest. This is a dude that can do whatever, whenever.
And he is in his optimal body.
He cannot be hurt. He cannot be stopped. And he is doing things to him. Now, imagine that against a Toga. Imagine a quarter of this against a Toga. She has no chance. So we just have to be like, whoa. He never told anybody about it. It's probably really expensive to do. Whatever. We're not thinking about it because we're foot on the pedal near the end. So we're just going. So this happens. All Might gets his last big moment.
Time to die.
He gives Bakugo a gauntlet, which allows him to further beat off.
It braces his arm.
So we get all of this stuff, but it's never a thought of, is this logical? How did we get here? Where did we go from
I've
here?
already said that he spent his money. What does that mean? Okay, he spent his money and then he hid the tech from everybody for this entire battle. Toga is wiping all of Heroes out. Yeah. They can't do a thing and he's sitting on this tech.
He could have broke that up into 10 different sets of tech and distributed that amongst 10 different people. But he said, and again, you have to sit there and just go, he used all of his money. We have to assume that.
No, he told somebody.
Huh?
He told somebody.
Who? When? I don't remember that. But he uses all of his money. Okay, we'll accept that. But it is producible. And this is a top of the line armor. So you can produce less efficient armor for less money, so long as you have the R&D for it. So just going, he spent all of his money, that doesn't really, because it can be used other places. And
I mean, the school is floating. Do you think that money is not being used to produce the ability for the school to float? We have this woman over here that can make this tech on her own. And we're not utilizing her for this big war that is coming. That they know is coming.
and if it's
That All Might knows is coming, which is why he commissioned her for this.
And if it's a last resort, why didn't he use it when he was at his weakest? When they were fighting Endeavor. Endeavor and Hawks forced him to go into his younger body. If it was Endeavor, Hawks, and All Might, why didn't All Might see that and just go, okay, things are going bad. I'm running out there now. We don't have the answers to that. And that's a problem. Power source and all this.
Oh yeah, you missed the tail, man.
I don't care. Why would I care about Tailman?
Yeah, what's the even?
Where is Tailman? Exactly. So Horikoshi don't care about Tailman.
He's probably helping one of the evacuation processes because they know he can't do anything. How he even got into Class 1A is an affront.
But yeah, this whole thing, it gets cut. But whatever the case may be, like I said, I don't know how people could bump this because it goes against, even if you want to talk about the whole theme thing, it goes against that because multiple times it was about him trying to find out a way to be a hero without being a hero. And then he just rocks up being the best hero. If this was not destroyed here and now, this armor, why couldn't All Might just go back out on the fields and not be the number 1 or number 2, but be the number 8? This is an amazing armor. It stood up against him.
All for one. Who went, hey, here's 13 quirks real quick. A Nega Beam. Like, no, who's got a Nega Beam out there?
He has, presumably, based upon the number of students within the class, 20 different quirks. 21.
20.
Plus whatever quirks that he also incorporated from Deku.
Yep. Like
so let's say
Black
conservatively, because I can't imagine what he's doing. I don't think he used anything for not Mineta. I don't think he used anything.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yep. Tentacle. No, he threw a sticky bomb. That was Great Brush's thing.
Did he use anything from Momo?
Yes, he said something creative.
Okay,
like
whatever. Let's say conservatively he has 25 different quirks. So that's 25 different abilities for 25 different scenarios. If somebody is far away and he can't get to him, he has an orbital laser that can shoot them down. It doesn't even have to be that huge beam. It could just be little tiny pew pew pews. All Might is busted here and now. And it was never introduced. It was never established. It's super strong. It's over. And we never have to talk or think about it again.
Yep.
It's trash.
Yeah. I know he definitely used it. I just don't know where. But it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, let's say that that the good guys win. What do we do about this suit now?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's just never manufactured again. It's never
He
nobody.
had a friend in America that made it, and she's never gonna make any other one or anything comparable to it. And the quirkless are still. They said that people without quirks are becoming rarer and rarer, so we don't even have to worry about that no more, baby. But there will be just those weird dumb people with spatula hands. Yeah, okay, sure, whatever. I don't give less of it.
There it is. Yep, there it is.
You give less of it.
I don't think right.
But spatula arm hero or spray bottle man,
Yeah,
they need help. So we need to talk about these mass-produced armors like this. And if it's not mass-produced, we need to talk about a way to do it. Because if it has been done, it can be done again.
What I find very like comical is the support team, the support heroes or whatever. They just now are garnering technology like this, like floating schools and this super armor. Where were these mothers before? Are we just at the smartest people ever now?
Quirks are evolving as generations go on. Shut up.
I don't think quirks allow you to just build.
And then that mother Stain rocks up
Oh yeah.
and literally makes things worse.
And then die.
And dies. He actively hinders his hero.
Gives the guy his quirk and die.
Dies a failure. And that's one of those things where, if at best what we're gonna do is have a panel or two about Stain at the end,
Absolutely.
because foot on the gas, we're out of here. So
We ain't
all
got time
that
for this.
he had several meetings with All Might. He had his whole own little story, but we're just gonna get a grave of just going, thanks, man, and then he's just gonna walk away. That's all we're gonna get for him. We're not gonna get a Stain Memorial Foundation for actual heroes who's not in it for money and want to do other things.
Like a scholarship that's passed out by All Might or Deku.
in memory of him, or
It's not a Harry Potter where he's
hero.
just naming his son Severus. Like, no.
We're not gonna get anything for him. And this whole thing was, we need more heroes like All Might who's not in it for money. But apparently All Might is loaded.
Hey, he was doing sponsorships. That merch don't come from nowhere.
I understand. But surely Stain realizes.
That suit has to be, it had to be billions
But
of
Stain
yen.
should realize,
Okay,
he's rocking up in a Lambo.
But he has to also realize that All Might's not in it for money. He's just getting money from his already, I'm
Sure.
just being a good guy thing.
But the number of people that we can count the number of people that we can count who are in it for the fame and the money are very low.
Yes.
Mount Lady, obviously, that's the one that you look at.
Yep.
Like, who is another example of a actual hero? Can't be Mirako, because she doesn't have an agency. Somebody's
she doesn't
bugging
have an
somebody
arm,
and
a
you just getting
leg.
and bunny kick to your face. She don't give a. She's got no sponsors. I think like the number 8 or 9 hero is a cook.
Yeah.
It's just not explored enough.
Yes. But you could say that for a lot of My Hero Academia.
Yes. Indeed.
Like we're talking about with this Iron Might thing. His relationships with the student aren't explored nearly enough to be doing this creative Morphe armor bullshit.
It's factually zero. We're not talking about Deku's dad. Why he should have just been dead.
Who was that dude that was talking to All for One in the previous chapter?
Shiggy's dad.
Okay.
The where it seems to be going is that he gave him his quirk.
Yep.
And so
That's why the whole everything was, you never made a decision.
He is the cause of all of the strife. He is the cause of his family dying. So it wasn't his fault. And so once you beat the the soul version of Evil Man, your trauma is over, and you can. And that's what we need to get to. And you can. Where do we go with Shiggy? Wait, table it.
Okay.
Stain sucks. There was no reason for him to be.
No, there was a reason to be there. He just didn't accomplish it. And of course, look, to be the most fair to Stain, to be the absolute most fair to Stain, who is thinking that somebody is just gonna reorganize their blood?
I can refresh my blood. And you just go, well, of course you can. All right, man. Hey.
What can you hope to do? So at that point, it's just like,
Is it even his fault? He tried his best, but the mom is just like, yeah, I emptied all my blood, and I have new blood now. So,
did you hear the theory that Deku and Shigaraki are brothers?
Yes, I did.
Half brothers.
It's not happening. It's too much. Dude, it is the ninth inning. It is the fourth quarter. It is 29-3. And you can't be like, oh, they're about to bring it back. Like, no, they've lost. Pack it up.
Clearly, you didn't read Slam Dunk because it was the fourth quarter and they brought it back. Yes, sir. Yeah. But why even bring Stain back
For this moment.
But what did it do? Thematically, what did it do? Story-wise, what did it do? It essentially accomplished nothing. Because it happens in the chapter that it happens in. Let's just say it's 8 pages worth. And then they can't see it anyway.
Oh, they can't?
Yeah, no. I'm not doing the whole thing. I was doing bits and pieces.
I thought you were doing the whole thing so
No.
that they could see it as well.
No, I'm doing bits and pieces when it's time.
But we're past it because he's getting cut.
Okay,
in half
yeah,
now.
no, so he's cooked. Like this was
it? When was it? Was it that unimportant?
okay. It was pre this. We're talking 401. What are we?
There he is. There's our boy. Yeah, that was it. It was
Dead.
one chapter.
Dead. And then he freezes All Might and grabs him, which he would have just grabbed him anyway, because he's got nothing left.
It's just
So it's
wasting time.
It's literally a worthless chapter just to kill Stain. Yes, a lot of the stuff that is pairing right now is simply, hey, this person is here. Please clap. Stain is returned. Remember Stain? He was awesome. Please clap.
He's helping All Might. He's helping his hero. This is his version of heroism. Yeah, I just do not understand what that was about. Because everything that he did could have been accomplished without him. And I was just sitting there just going, okay, Bakugo's bleeding a lot. Seems like All for One could just go lick, done. But he just didn't.
How is Bakugo surviving when Uraraka was gonna die? To the point where Toga had to give her all of her blood.
Well, you see things about hearts are, they don't produce a lot of blood, you see. So they can be punctured without much blood loss.
Is that how it works?
Disprove me.
Science.
Well,
Like, you can't have this I'm a bleed out happen like 2 chapters before
he's
Bakugo
back, motherfucker.
zip zapping around.
Like it ain't nothing. And then you just go, yeah, every move that you make really hurts, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But I'm still gonna do them.
But the pain helps it. And I'm gonna put my non-exploding sweat inside my regular sweat for a time release bomb. You can't control your sweat. That's not what you can do, Bakugo.
And that's one of the things where you just have to throw your hands up and just go, I guess that's how it works. Super cold, hot fire. I guess that's how it works. Because he's not going to explain it. There's nothing
there's
here.
no time to explain.
There's no time. There's no need to. So he's not going to do anything. So you just have to go, it's time release sweat. Okay, then. Oh, it goes right in his mouth. Big boom. He's a baby now. Step on him. Done. Okay. He won. He did it.
I wanted to do the All Might pose. Can I catch up to you, Deku? Shut the up.
Little tiny Ed shot just sitting there as a
little worm just speaking.
Just sitting there. Just like, yeah, I'm still alive, or am I, or whatever. Is this who I am now? Can I reform? I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't care. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get a panel or two of him, and then and Bakugo is gonna be wearing his cape or something, and that's the connection of just thank you for giving me my life back, Ed shot.
Made of Gene material.
And then them mugs had the nuts. Don't do it. When he's just like, I'll become this boy's heart. You flash back to him and Best Genius hanging in the classroom like, I'm a character. I have hopes and dreams. I live in this universe. Just don't have it. You're nobody. You've never been anybody. And now you're just this little worm thing. Just die.
And should we feel anything for it? Like legit, what the chapter ended with, I'm gonna become this boy's heart. Like it's a big revelation.
We feel
like we're about to lose a person we care about.
It's not about Ed shot in that moment. It is about this person can revive this other character. This infinitely more important person in Ed shot, who is a top 5 hero or top 6. Whatever he may be. He's definitely top 10 hero who has a lot more experience, who has a lot more versatility. He can help more. But, yeah, for some reason, Shigaraki and All For One, they're kind of spooked by this kid. So maybe he can, I don't know, bleed all over him. Because, yeah, we fix his heart. Gaping hole in the chest, that's gonna fix itself as well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, when you fix the heart, everything gets fixed.
Hey, isn't that a lot of dirt and debris going into his large, gaping wound?
He's sweating out all that bacteria. Don't even worry about it.
That is definitely not how it works. But you know what's good? I have this little bubble to sterilize myself. That's all I need. So this mom Horikoshi thought about that. That in and of itself was just like, well, Ed shot is dirty. He's gonna contaminate Bakugo. No, he's not. I got you, homie. Stop that comment. I already thought about this. Did you think about anything else? You can't just do that.
Literally just did that.
Yeah, and then it's just fine.
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. We're past that. Did you see
because
Bakugo
we get
take out All For One?
It's the big awesome moments of him taking out Bakugo, by him taking out All For One. It's the big of him saving him in that big 2-page spread of the people wishing.
Oh, dude, that giant.
It's going to
the
go.
Prayers are pushing him.
In the anime, that is going to be a 9-minute shot of him flying and people poofing around.
Dude, it's gonna be somebody wishing. It's gonna pull back and it's gonna be a square. Then it's gonna be somebody else, and then it's just gonna keep going, and he's gonna fly past it.
And people, and the word "peak" is gonna be used more than any other time in history on that day. Mark it.
The dictionary is gonna have to redefine the definition to see Bakugo whatever episode is gonna be. Season whatever, episode whatever.
Elon is gonna come on Twitter like, y'all gotta stop using this word. The servers can't handle it.
Alright, we've gotta mute the word peak site-wide.
P space, E space, nah. You can't do that.
Alright, we're banning the letter P. We're banning the letter E. Y'all better.
It's gonna be upside down B. The number 3 is like, all right, Twitter's don't go on for the day.
It's just gonna be a bunch of images of P. Just a bunch of emojis, the P emoji and E emoji.
But that's what it's for. Just that moment. It is about the people want this thing. And the people that are wishing for this, it is a reflection or a representation of what the audience should be feeling. Bakugo, please save All Might.
Oh,
your hero.
Show that shot.
You You failed before to save him, and now is your redemption time.
No, not failed to save him.
You were the
Thinks
cause.
he's the cause of him.
And now your trauma is released, sir.
With this saving.
You have saved him. So even though you believe you caused this, you have redeemed yourself in this moment. So now your trauma is gone. What was Belly Button's redemption? Well, I shot this dude that was turning fat gum into a plant. So I guess I am forgiven now. Does it work like that? This dude gets this big 2-page spread and right in your eye sockets, kicking with brand new flavor in your ear, and then and Momo gets nothing. She's just there. I like the Kirishima, not the Kirishima, the Kaminari. I don't feel the way that I felt about All Might.
Does that mean I don't trust him? I don't believe him?
That, but that muff ain't nobody and ain't did nothing. Replace that with Ida, fine. Him, I don't know, whatever. Who gives a sh? Who are you? And that goes back to that whole big thing of them trying to get Deku back into the school where they just go, hey, you remember when you did this one thing for me? That's the only interaction that y'all had. Tail guy rocks up just like, when you told me in the sports festival, I was like, what else? What else, Tail guy? Nothing else. Don't act like you're a character. Don't flash back to some bullshit that did not happen, like Ed Shot. Who cares about Ed Shot?
Didn't you care about him?
Nobody cares about Edge. He is a design. I could not tell you what his voice sounds like in English or in Japanese.
Spanish,
nothing. Deep voice, light voice, nothing.
Accent.
But he gets the big, I'll become this boy's heart, and he's a worm with all might. Just die. But he can't just die because he has to exposit to the audience. No, but what I did was I patched up his heart. But it was his will to live that quirked his heart back into existence.
He had one little bead of sweat that fell into his heart and it restarted.
So
this was your own power.
When you think about it, I ain't even do nothing.
No, don't even hit
this. Love came back to life.
You can't be blowing him like this off of, hey, this wasn't even me, because you were still dead. It was your power, Bakugo. You have grown and become better, and because of that, you live. Now show them why. Show them why you're the murder guy, King Dynamite.
But he had to be alive for that. He couldn't just be dead.
No.
And it's disgusting.
Absolutely.
For that to happen.
Oh, why did this boy vex me more than All Might?
Oh, because he just looks like somebody. That's all it is.
Not even look like him. The eyes are the same. He has the same intensity in his eyes.
That's literally all it is. And you just have to go, oh, okay. I think he realized it would have been too much. To just go,
he is
reincarnation, baby. He's back. He's the grandson of the third. Just have Bakugo's mom just be like, yeah, and things haven't been the same since Grandpa number 3 got cut in half by this mysterious villain. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And then they just go,
there was almost nothing of him left.
The third was cut in half, and the light hair. Oh! I think he realized that's a little pull it back. But I can't even say that because he said that his original thought about how the series was going to end was that Bakugo was going to get that.
The one all for one?
Yeah, so.
Or one for all.
The fact that he thought about that means that he hadn't planned out the series because it's just like, oh, so now quirkless muffs, they just die at the age of 21 if they have a quirk and you get the all for one. So I guess you weren't thinking about this. The vestiges and all this bullshit. Plan out your don't just do things. And that movie should have been an indication.
Which one?
The second movie.
Okay.
That should have been an indication.
He did what he wanted.
He gave him the quirk and it was just like, quirk magic is come back to you. And Bakugo doesn't remember. So shut up. And we move on. It was transferred to him, but it came back. Can it do that? Yeah.
Okay, why is Bakugo not a visage?
It just didn't. Maybe it. Dude,
I would quit everything.
It'd be over. This channel that day would just disappear.
If he just was in the dream world,
In the vestige
and just
world.
was like he has the same eyes as that brat, and then he just does it, dude.
Cause Deku's arms are gone. ... or whatever. I don't know what that means. Because he goes, I need to imagine my arms stand.
Remember
My
arm.
So I guess they can come back, or maybe they can't. I don't know. I don't care because this is a mind. So if Bakugo just goes, I'll be your arms, and he's behind him and he's pew, that would be I would come back to life. I would be back in because it's just like this is lunacy. And I guess I'm here for this. But the Bakugo stuff, I talked about it in the Discord. I think that is outside of what has recently happened with the he is inside of your soul. I think that's it's the racism stuff. It's the he's inside your soul. I'm ranking them.
Okay.
Currently.
So what was the rank?
Dang, those are the three that are just like, these are the worst things that has happened in the war, unless I'm forgetting something earlier. But those are the three in my mind that I'm just going. The Bakugo coming back, the racism, and this he's inside your soul. Racism number one with a bullet. Bakugo soul is soul third. Wow.
Yeah, because it hasn't happened long enough. We haven't seen the conclusion of it.
Man. But it's put this in any other manga, and it's the worst thing that's coming out of that series.
Can't say that. I can't say that.
Not Fire Force. any 6, 7, or 8 series.
No, because that's basically what happened to Yu-Gi-Oh! It wasn't a punch into the soul, but Shadi went into Yami and Yugi's mind palace, and it's just like
he had the millennial scale.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Competently written, this exact thing where I'm just punching parts of my soul into your soul to open the hole enough so I can actually go inside of your hole with my soul. Yeah, no, written like this, because you just said it earlier.
We're going hole to soul.
If it was like chapters worth of, okay, I lost this quirk, now I need to restructure how I'm doing this fight to punch if it was stuff like that, it would be way more acceptable than here's the big punch and like 5 of them flew over there, but not you, Nana.
Hey, didn't the guy that can transfer quirks, isn't he gone now? So how did Nana get transferred over to Shiggy now?
She didn't get transferred. She went in with Deku and then disappeared because trauma's over.
But the plan was, I'm gonna transfer one for all to you, and then that's gonna damage your whole soul. But the transfer man is gone. And then Nana was still transferred. Whatever. It is. I wish that it was the worst thing that happened, and I don't understand. And that's what it is. Go back. That's
previous.
Up. Was it up or down?
Yeah, with the previous chapter.
Yeah, that's decay.
Yeah, that's legitimately with decay. I'm gonna put this on screen actually.
It's decay. So it's been here all along. It's been just waiting for us, winking at us. And I think I even said it back then.
And what's funny is when he has the hand, it's very much like one of the hands that Shiggy.
It's horrible. And I said in the Discord.
What is it, Cameron?
But I said in the Discord. Yeah, it's just for the whole dark reflection thing. You could have gone down this path. You were a quirkless person. You were given a quirk. evil villain, you're a hero to these people. I like that line of I'm a hero to these people.
I gotta be a hero to the villains. That's way too far. That's way too far. But if he did something similar, okay. But that's way too far. I don't know the exact same. I don't know the exact chapter. That's way too far. That's way too much looking, I'll say. But if you throw it into Discord, sure.
Or if you got the chapter. It looks more like a popping quirk.
Sure.
But the hand thing!
We'll just say sure. But again,
until definite.
But then, why is he meeting with Shiggy's dad?
That's definitely what's happening. I will not hear otherwise.
Then what's the point?
This could not. This could simply not be decay.
I still need to know what that Shiggy dad thing is because he's just like
No.
he's not doing well.
No, that is 100. He's giving him decay, but that is not decay. Potentially, but he has decay in his mind palace that he can just poof into other people, which I've always hated.
Of course,
it's dumb because. All right, I mean, I'm hoping that's not what's happening because my goodness.
I fired off some coated beads of explosive sweat coated with regular sweat. How did you accomplish this? Because to do this, you would need control over your sweat, which you do not have because that's what howitzer is for, to build up sweat, because you do not have control over it. But you would have to feel the explosive sweat and then go, I'm going to make this next bead of sweat that's on top of it not explosive sweat.
You didn't keep reading, homie. I shot him off without triggering, hoping that something else might set him off on the delay.
No, that's the result.
No.
What was the process
here?
He
shot and it was just like, dang, I hope something happens. Or I'm cooked.
Dang, them better go off or I'm finished.
But yeah, this just, he's not a good enough writer to make that seem not believable, but not understandable, but just logical to the audience. Because you just have to go, well, I guess you can just do that. Okay.
And it's different from like suspension of disbelief logic, like soft magic, hard magic, that type of stuff. You need me to move my lotion or something?
Nah, sorry.
Where magic just happens. Okay, this world just has magic. You're just doing magic. I don't really need the logic of how the spell is performed and such. Then you have hard magic where I need some vestige of the logic of how this magic is.
You have 10 mana. This fire spell takes 3 mana.
This is how you learn this fire spell. This is how you learn these spells, that type of shit. This, I don't think, it's just like, they want the soft magic logic while using hard magic rules. Where it's just like, yeah, that just happened. Mm-hmm. But no, that's not his quirk. That's not the abilities of his quirk. He should not be able to do this specific thing.
Well, he awakened. So now he can.
So his quirk is sweat? Or is it the glycerin sweat? So I guess he can just turn off and on the glycerin, but know when one is on top of the other. He would have to have Batman Batarang control over this to where he's just like, all right, no. All right, it's falling here, it's falling there, it's falling over here.
Account for wind, debris, whatever awful one is doing.
Flying around. Unbelievable filth.
Yeah, a lot of the quirks are they're just magic bullshit. And then you just got a muff with a tail. Just like, what's up? It's me.
I got in here too.
How does one gain autocorrect over auto control over sweat glands? Near death, he had an epiphany.
You need to go to Tiffany.
And I'm just like, stomp that baby. Do it. Do it, you coward. Do it, Horikoshi, you piece of shit.
Filth. But you know, even while he was doing this, All for One was constantly talking about Shigaraki just took the reins from the me inside of him. So it was always gonna happen where All for One was gonna come back within Shigaraki. It was always gonna happen.
The vestiges stuff. But surely you'd be like, he's dead, he's gone. We're done with this. Because if it was just like, well, I can just still just vestige take over you, what was the point of trying to goop him?
Does the Stars and Stripes rewriting reality and when she dies? Because we've seen that quirks can continue off death with the plant dude. Because in this moment, this man just yells, that kid is locked up. I am Tomura Shigaraki. And the rule was Tomura Shigaraki. And the only reason it didn't work is because they were not Tomura Shigaraki.
You have to just go, yes, it does.
I love how they could just go, I'm not Tomura Shigaraki, and then 2 chapters later go, I am Tomura Shigaraki.
Well, now it's convenient for me to be Tomura Shigaraki. Now my brain won't explode. But yeah, this fight itself, it was just them flying around.
Doing stuff.
I'm not a big fight person, but this just did absolutely nothing for me. Especially considering that Deku is just not really a character.
And it's crazy because I very much realized that even when I know what's gonna happen, even when I know, even if there's not some big high stakes thing going on, if I connect with the people and their plight, I can really get invested in it. I just reread Slam Dunk. I almost cried at the final arc in the last few chapters of that game. It's fantastic stuff because I care about all the characters and all of their plights. The Vestiges,
but
I don't care about them.
And it's Deku, their plans.
He's just a guy.
Deku is not in control of his actions. It is them just going, hey, maybe we should attack his hole and his soul.
Let's do it.
Hey, Black Whip, you definitely have to stay behind because Deku needs you. So it's just like we're just gonna shoot ourselves. Deku's not going, I need Fajin, I need Float, I need Black Whip for sure. No, it's just like I'm shooting something. He's just like
if y'all decide.
Yeah. It's their plans. It's their fight. It's just Deku going, well, I gotta punch you or you're gonna explode everything.
I did love this image.
There's some good stuff. I like how Danger Sense is represented. With just like lines in the it's good. It's some good stuff in here. Artistically. He would do a lot better if it was like I think it's Death Note where somebody writes it and somebody draws it.
I think Death Note the guy did both, but I think One Punch Man has a
One Punch Man is definitely it. But that would be because take the pen away, take the writing, like there's the lightning right there.
I'll go back.
That representing Danger Sense like that, because how can you do a Spidey Sense type of thing? And this is how you represent it. It is a bunch of different and then later it's just like part of the line comes to the right and he's like, oh, he's about to hit him on the right. Like, that's good stuff. I like the representation of that. That's fine stuff. But you just go, well, he took one of my 8 quirks. How does that work exactly? It does. Ooh.
It just did now. What do you mean?
It do that.
We're just going through it now.
And like I said in the Discord, the whole going into his mind thing is just so that they have a connection, because they have nothing. They are just two dudes who are just around each other. Shiggy has my grandmama inside of you. But
that's your beats with her.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not,
just a guy.
Yeah, take Deku out of the equation. There's nothing there. Oh, there's stars and stripes, baby. Her finger. Shut the up. Oh, there's her vestige. Shut the up.
Yeah, because it was able to point them to where it was. Because for some reason he can't regenerate the word she did, so I guess it doesn't quite disappear.
But you just have to give them some kind of connection. So he goes into his mind and just go, oh, dang, he melted everybody. Well, I can save you. There's nothing here. There's no connection to the villain. So this is just...
you are the greatest evil I have ever presented, and I still think I can save you because of that crying boy.
It's just not enough. There's no other manga that I can think of where it's just, there is no connection to this big built-up villain. Shiggy and Deku met face to face like 3 or 4 times. Shiggy does not really care about Deku. The my villain thing, did he mention Deku once? I don't think he did. To Deku, Shiggy is just a villain that he needs to stop or save. Blackbeard was the cause of Ace's death. Akainu was the cause of Ace's death. You just go, okay, direct connection there. Easy, punch that guy. Yuha Box set up Ichigo's puppet master.
Yeah, I hate puppet master.
I know. But at least there's something there where he can go, me, you, here.
It was
whatever,
always leading to this.
Whatever. Fart.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Not Moon Mama, but the other
even
one.
Moon Mama has you are the reincarnation of my children. Give me the chakra back. She has that at least. Obito has the cause of the Nine Tails thing. Same thing with Madara. It's just these two are just two dudes, and I feel nothing.
It's not even like Shigaraki really cares about One for All. He just wants to destroy. So it's not even like I've got to take this out. Like One for All says, I got to take this. No,
it's just care. This is just the strongest guy in his way. If he's Endeavor, he would be doing the same things of I just need to kill you and then touch the ground and then big explode.
What do you think of the My Villain arc in general? It was a fine arc with 2 bad fights and a poor ending. I did not like the Tomura and Destro fight, and that's part of the ending. And I just don't care about Spinner on any level.
On any level.
I'm so tired of this man being brought up, just like, hey, this is the world Spinner wanted, like he's somebody doing something when he's just some lizard man.
He's a copy of a copy because he dresses like Stain and he follows his ideology. Kind of, but not really.
So yeah, no, that's where we're at with that. And we gotta bring back visualizations because Deku doesn't quite understand. He is an A student who is quick on the battlefield, and he can't figure out there are ways to transfer a thing to somebody else without touching them. You forgot Spinner? No, the manga didn't.
No,
because
it
never
racism plot, baby.
Dude, what are we doing?
Angry.
Why?
This isn't a way to channel your anger, people. Rah! Dang, he right though. Dang.
What anger?
This anger.
What have we been marginalized? Can you show some of our plight?
Yes.
Here's a chapter of a background from somebody.
Here's Spinner sitting alone in his room, sad. Hey, didn't Labrava do that as well? Yeah, but not for racism.
Yeah, well, it kind of was. She was a bleak little girl, and you're still just a human. It's not really racism as much as looks, and that's what happened with LaBrava. It was her looks, because
she's a lizard man. Ew.
And that's basically all you get. We said you to you because you were a lizard man, and now you hate humanity.
And then this hack dumb piece of Horikoshi had to go, dang, I did have Mineta calling Tentacle Man an octopus. He's just doing casual racism out in the open, and nobody cares. Oh, dang, I have to bring that up.
It couldn't even be like the Starfire thing where Cyborg called her that name. It's just like, hey, look, that's not cool.
No.
And it's just like, Mineta grew up in a world where they just called people this type of
where you are denigrated based upon your appearance. That sounds like racism, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He meant to insult him by calling him an octopus. Just like if it was just like, hey, move out of the way, darky. You are insulting somebody based upon their appearance.
One of my favorite Sunny bits in history is a piano is about to fall off in Mac.
Oh, man.
And he just yells out, watch out. And then they're just like, how would you describe our arbiter? It's just a black woman. What would you say to just cut through everything for the arbiter? That's basically what it was. It's just like... What do you think is the worst arc going on in Shonen right now? That's kind of hard because most of the Shonen I read are mostly done or already done.
Yeah, I don't read week to week Shonen.
I'll say I can't think of a thing that could be worse than My Hero.
This is easy top 3 worst of all time.
I was legit thinking about this the other day. Whenever we redo this Shonen thing, My Hero might end up being the #1.
It's crazy.
And we loved this manga.
And that's part of the thing of it was good.
Really good.
Really good. But that you just turn and just go, so it's not just, oh, you were always bad like Fairy Tail. There's nothing here, Hiro Mashima. You were always a bum. We never expected anything from you. This is that A student that just drops out in the 9th grade where they're just like, but you were supposed to be a scientist.
Yeah, no.
I got bored. It's that potential partially where you just go, it was there.
The racism in the Suyo. Was the racism in the Suyo chapter, or were people talking about the way other characters looked? I don't know. But were they just talking about, oh, you frog girl, gross? I
think she did have a side story with like a lizard person. I definitely read that where she befriended a lizard girl.
And
I don't remember it.
You mean like how people say you fat mother gross? Is that racism? Or is it just people picking on someone because their appearance is different?
It just wasn't done at all.
We can't be talking about this was built up racism and stuff. Most of the League of Villains are mutants. Some aren't. We're looking at legit Toga. She is a legit cute schoolgirl. That's just crazy.
There's just nothing there.
Tomura, he has a weathered face. But beyond that, he's just some dude. That's the leader. Fukadashi? Would people be racist against them?
Is that the all black onomatopoeia person?
Manga.
Onomatopoeia person. It's about quirks affecting your appearance. So yes, people would be racist against them. Because you have people like Bakugo where outwards appearance, nothing. But somebody like this, outwards appearance is affected by his quirk. So yes, he would be racist against.
Like Mina. Mina would be cooked.
It's not just about animal-based things. It's about you are different based upon your forearms.
I'm about to go through this mother's wiki. I just want to know what the quirk is. Manga's quirk allows him
No, that not to my knowledge, but maybe there was just a little side comment, which is bad to do. So either no, there was no racism against him, or yes, but it wasn't commented on, and that's a problem if you're gonna do a big racism subplot. He was in the class versus class thing. I remember him slightly.
This is
I'm gonna look up who voiced Ed Shock because I'm curious.
This is trash.
He was there. He was chilling, winking at you.
The only thing that can manifest is the sound of words, like boom. Oh no,
man, he was the same voice as Kurama from Yu Yu.
Oh no,
I don't remember that, but I like him a lot. I didn't know Linda Young was his mama.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. Couldn't tell you what he sounded like.
Could not. I do not.
Because I very much doubt he put on a Kurama voice for him.
I could not tell you, and that's fine because he is a worm now.
With Gang Orca being ranked as one of the scariest heroes, but he's a scary dude. Outside of his appearance, he is a scary person. Like Bakugo is a scary person to the layperson.
I think the ranking was the most villainous looking hero.
Oh yeah, then no, that's racism.
Yes.
Same voice actor thing.
Oh.
Has Anime Wins cooked with a My Hero season recently? Does he even watch My Hero?
Recently, he did the movie. He definitely.
Oh,
did
so
the movie.
yeah.
Don't you remember the?
No, I don't.
With the sad music and the.
Oh yeah. But that's another thing. People can be picked on because their quirk is villain like.
Yeah. There's a blood man or something like that.
That sounds accurate.
He's just like a blood man, and he's got fangs and stuff. I'd say he looks like a villain.
And we're just supposed to go, you're an evil person, and be racist.
Why is there a ranking like that?
Yeah, for fun?
It's dumb. It can't be sanctioned. Why would there be governed sanctioned like, hey, this dude looks like a villain, but if you're getting robbed and here comes Gang Orca, be proud because I'd be like, homie looks scary. So it has to be some unofficial poll or something. But if it is, why would it be noted? What is the purpose? If it is a government or a whatever hero ranking sanction thing, what is the purpose of doing that?
Fun engagement. The most heroic looking hero, the most villainous looking hero.
But
the sexiest hero.
But Tentacle Man was just like, I would probably rank there as well. So it's not a fun and games thing. If you out there trying your best and you're just like, look at here, homie, I'm just an orca. I'm just trying my best. I can't. What do you want me to do? Paint myself pink? I can't do nothing about this.
It's very much in the vein of Jujutsu Kaisen sorceresses must be beautiful and strong, that type of thing, where it seems fun for anybody that's not going through it.
But surely somebody like Gang Orca, who is said to be a
you think he has clout with whatever government sanctioned thing this would be?
But you think he'd be like, hey, I am a ranking hero, a top ranking hero. This isn't cool.
How about you dance, Orca? Them sponsorships though.
Vlad King. Ugh. Get out of here. You suck.
So with the whole Soul Punch, where do we think this actually goes?
They punch him. In the next 2 chapters, we're done with Vestige. All for One. we get some kind of wrap up with Shiggy, because I think that this is it's not going to completely solve its issues, but it is going to be the hand where you're just like, now you can finally listen to reason, because this dude was the cause of all of your problems.
It might even be Kid Shiki afraid to touch Deku's hand to reach out to him, and Deku going, trust me, you're not gonna descend it. Yeah. And then he gets the hand and there's no decay, and that like purifies him. And your trauma is complete.
But okay, let's go further beyond. Number one, what's going on the outside? Are they just standing there T-posing?
No, remember there was a big thing of hands, and Deku punched through the hands, so the hands are like falling away.
Okay, but
they're in mid-air and the hands are just falling away.
But what was happening? Did this all happen in a split second, or were they just sitting there?
I don't think the time is gonna work the same, so it's probably a few seconds.
That's horrible.
Cause I don't. It's just like they're mid Deku punching them in the gut for 3 minutes.
Frozen. Yeah. It's just like, can we just cut off Shiggy's hand? Rifle shot. So, let's say, and again, this will go any direction of he's cured, and he no longer has that hatred and destruction in his heart. He's not cured, and he still has it. He's cured, but he dies. But if he doesn't have it anymore, does he just go, okay, I'm going to jail? Where does he go? What is the most logical thing that we can go from here?
Death is the only thing.
It's the only thing, because it's just, you can't rehabilitate him. You can't be like, you wanted to touch the ground and destroy the entire world. That includes the month that you were friends with in the League of Villains. You like those people. They live on Earth. And you're fine with just them dying. Yes? Yes. Okay. Community service? That's your punishment, sir. Disintegrate all that trash. Use it for good.
He might lose his quirk.
I don't want this quirk. It is the quirk of a... But again, does he just quietly go to jail? I have done wrong, and thus I must be imprisoned for my crime.
And then 10 years is like a work release program where he's being a hero, like Deku's
suit
sidekick.
And tie, ponytail,
yeah.
Shiggy. He ain't got those crusty lips. But whatever it is, outside of death, it's not satisfying. Because you could just be like, oh, the decay has started, and only I can stop it by reverse decaying, but it will cost me my life, whatever, heroic sacrifice. I don't forgive you, but I accept that you're helping the people. He's dead, we're done.
It's pretty much what Uraraka was yelling out. Like, I can't take away all the things you've done, but I still want to be there for you.
I recognize that you're attempting now.
You're a sad person, and I want to hear you out.
You've done bad, and now you're doing good, but that doesn't erase the bad. You were still a bad person. You're doing good things now. Heroic sacrifice. I don't forgive you. I don't forget, but thank you for your sacrifice, Dad. 2 panels at the end of the manga talking about them. We're done. Boo-hoo, whatever. It has to just be death, but that's the only way to do it. But he hasn't done that. So does he just go, well, I just don't want to live, and he just decays himself? What? Is it gonna be a afterlife with his family where he just goes,
oh, dude. He's trying to decay the visage of All for One, and he's slowly disintegrating because it's all in his mind, so it's all affecting him too, because his mental is breaking down. And then Nana's gonna be on his shoulder to help remind him, and then his family's gonna be there.
And
She's gonna be forgiven.
And he's disintegrating All For One.
Yeah.
And then All For One disintegrates, and then all you see is adult Shiggy, and he has to disintegrate him as well.
Yes.
And he's destroyed not only the vestige of it,
Yes.
but also his evil self.
Yes.
Peak.
Boy, ban the word, Elon. We're ready. Blessed Deku after a drought.
Too many villains want to destroy the world when they live. Yeah, just that doesn't make any sense. Because I just now thought about that whole, you like the League of Villains, but you're just like, oh, destroy the world. You're friends with them people.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy the whole planet in like a week and a half. Okay, well, don't you want to be a hero to those villains? What part of that is the hero dying?
10 years later, he's the manager of McDonald's. It's like, spoilers for Persona 5 Royal. Spoilers, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maruki's just like, I'm driving a taxi now. It's cool. I'm having fun. It's like,
You were a doctor?
you were not you, but you also wanted to rewrite reality, and you're just fine with driving a taxi? Okay.
Hearing people's stories.
I didn't like his ending. I love that game. I love him, but he's just like, I'm a driving a taxi. He's like,
but at least his thing was rewriting reality for what he perceived to be the positive, taking away people's trust. This is just, I am literally going to destroy the world. I am not going.
The world will crumble. If I touch the ground, the world will end in 19 minutes.
I am not trying to take away the people I perceive to be bad, the bad things I see in the world. He literally says, I'm gonna decadish so nothing can ever be rebuilt.
Okay, cool. That is my plan. And I can do it. And I will do it. And I am doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the manga can get much worse. I think this was legitimately one of the worst chapters.
I pinned it. I said, I think this is the worst that it can be. Outside of the Talk No Jutsu actually working and they just high five and freeze frame.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
can't
gonna
see.
read. Is this the worst manga chapter that you've ever read?
No.
Singular manga
No.
chapter.
Because it is a horrible moment, but outside of that, him like stopping the dog and him just going, I want to be a hero to the villains. It wasn't a whole lot of things that were worse than other things that came before. But it just had one of the worst moments in the manga.
Very fair.
No, it is not amongst the racism arc stuff or the I will become this boy's heart.
Not even a worst chapter in this manga, let alone all time.
No.
I don't know. Nana saving it. That's some bullshit.
Nana was last chapter, doesn't count.
Okay, sure. This is not cooking. This is not.
For whom it cooks, it is in fact cooking.
All right, y'all. One's in the chat if this is cooking.
It's
Two,
not gonna
if-
be cooking for them.
Two if it's not,
It's not
cooking.
gonna be cooking for them.
Let me see it.
You're not gonna put a steak in front of a vegan just like I cooked it. It could be the most perfect steak, but it's not for them. All right, so it's not
There
fair.
might be some people here
It's not
that hit up
fair.
for one.
It's not.
I just want to know if this is cooking or not. 3, it's both. See, Cameron, they got a 1. 2, Isaiah 1. Now, do I believe they're
There you
1?
go. Yeah, no. This is not it.
My hero is gonna hit that Naruto moment of such melodrama that it's not gonna recover.
Yeah, that final talk between them of just like, I just wanted to do good and be a hero, but you are a hero. Or whatever but he doesn't know what happened, so he can't He's just gonna say empty platitudes because he doesn't know that he melted his whole family.
I can't forget all the things you've done, but you were a hero to the villains at the end. You got what you wanted.
Look, all of us just want to do good, and you wanted to do good in your own way. Be better. And then they just have Muff just going, yeah, I support Shigaraki. Kill everyone. Wipe it all out. Wolf, you homie?
Yeah, who are you?
Who are you?
Do that yourself. Start with you.
Yeah, if you don't want to be here, you ain't gotta be here. Yeah, I'm telling him to Minecraft himself. Don't report me. He deserves it. Piece of But yeah, this is just... The Vestige stuff was one of the biggest mistakes.
It couldn't cook less.
Of just mind palaces and souls staying around, and then you just have to go, okay, he stole your quirks, and you're a vestige now inside of his mind, but now that you're dead, the quirks go back, and Hawks just goes, yeah, it doesn't work like that. Oh, I guess it just doesn't work like that. Because you say it doesn't work like that. Okay, whatever.
Well, would it even work like that if Shiggy still has them all?
I don't think that he has Hawks' quirk.
Oh, yeah, because that was that version of him. So, like, Shiggy's
yeah,
not
there
gonna have
there is no cloud storage here.
Yeah.
Where you can just upload whatever you got to Shiggy.
Just look at each other. You got stage. Let's go.
Yeah, there is none of that. So it's just a whole lot, because it's not explained properly. It's not explored enough. It's just there are souls within you, vestiges of previous quirks and stuff and whatever, and you can fight each other, and it's affecting you inside, and you remember that you have arms, whatever.
Is he gonna remember that he's Deku from My Hero Academia, and then he can? Is he going to go through all his phases?
He kind of did already, because he had a lot of different uniforms and stuff.
But as far as a fight,
oh no,
like what happens here? Because Shiggy is eaten. Deku's falling with no arms, no quirk. He's a kid. What is the next chapter for this setup?
Where do we go from here?
Because I can't just think, oh, we're just gonna punch him. Kick him and punch him.
Would people be satisfied with mental trauma literally being punched to the solution?
Yes. For a shonen battle manga, absolutely. Because we've seen too many people talk about, at the end of the day, the conflict should be resolved with punches.
Then have it be that. And not this ethereal mind thing where anything can happen. Where you can remember that you have arms and not decay and not be decayed.
Can he imagine anything?
I don't know.
Because could he have All Might fight all for one?
I do not know. Where are the vestiges?
Where are the vestiges? Because it doesn't really make sense that Deku would be allowed.
Nana disappeared. So maybe...
Yeah, but why did she disappear?
I'm just like, checkmate. You're like, homie, that's a ham sandwich. Oh, where did my chest piece go? And why does my tummy hurt? No! I thought I had the answers, Sway.
The only thing I could think of is they broke down barriers with each of their strikes, and that's what caused them to disappear. Because there was a barrier before Deku could hit Shiggy, and then Nana made herself disappear and broke down that barrier.
Can you go back to it? Because they were both pushing on the barrier. And if she disappears, we have to just go, she broke down the barrier and Deku didn't, so he doesn't disappear.
Okay, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. End of chapter. I'm sorry. Your mom was weak.
Oh, it looks like it was both of them.
It really does look like they both got there at the same time. Yeah. I can't really say this is either one.
Why did she disappear?
Okay, I see the little light there.
That's
Or that's his hand.
okay.
Oh wait, no, that's Deku's hand.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Deku's pushing that away.
So that must be him transferring her.
Yeah, I can see that. And that causes the barrier to break and causes her to disappear. So they're just breaking down the barriers
And
of his
then
heart.
they just disappear.
Yes.
But are they gone?
They're transferred to Shiggy. So he can use their powers since we've already seen that.
Okay, so where are they?
In his body. Like, where's all the other quirks?
No, but they're vestiges.
And?
So where are they?
Hawks literally went, that's not how it works.
No, they're transferred. So they're in Shiggy.
Mm-hmm.
Deku is in Shiggy.
Mm-hmm. But he's in a certain part of Shiggy. Like a
Where is he in his toe?
No, he hit him. It was inside of the shelled off heart. He was able to push through that.
So they're just not allowed, because
I don't think they're inside of his heart or whatever that.
so all
dark
for one
drama.
is.
Yeah, he's everywhere. It was all his plan. Do I have to go back to the manga panel?
Don't.
This is everything I wanted. Don't ever think for a second you had free will. This was all by my hand.
Yeah, I planned to die out there. I wanted to die as a
like
baby.
a little cunt.
That was me. I did that on purpose for this moment. What was the problem? Piece of shit. Yeah, I knew Belly Button was gonna betray me. He's just sweating.
I am a betrayer. What? All according to Keikaku.
Man, I expected that to happen 2 minutes from now. Oh well.
We're ahead of schedule. Tongue collar.
Sweat.
Activate quirk poker face.
Oh, I gave that one away.
Yeah, we're just about done.
Unless somebody had.
Oh yeah, I can
look
turn
at
on
chat.
TTS and all this stuff now. This is a really bad manga, and I don't see where we go from here.
Yeah. She made herself disappear. That kind of hurts because Deku needs help. He is now against Satan. And she's just like, good luck. I hope everything turns out well. God be with you.
How are fans still pumping for the series? Once you love something, it sometimes it's just never gonna matter. You're just gonna always feel that hype because you love the series. BGs, you said you read Viral Hit, so I was wondering if you read Lookism. Is made by the same creator and has an anime.
Dutch
Also,
says,
did you know that?
BG, what's your 10 list for Yuruma now that you have read it?
Give me homework on that one. I did not know Viral Hit was getting an anime. That's awesome. I started Lookism, but one of my friends was just like, I loved Lookism in the beginning, and then it became some of the worst I've ever read in my life. And I'm like, yeah, give me that slop. So I'm slowly getting through it. I just had a really like sudden urge to reread Slam Dunk. And I read it within like a week and a half. And my God, that manga is fantastic.
Alfonso Rodriguez says, Thus JoJo Part 9.
Thoughts on JoJo's Part 9?
I'm giving it room.
Yep, I am also giving it room.
I need like 30 chapters before I start reading it.
I was more in like the 10 or 15.
No, I'm giving it so much space.
Monthly hurts.
Monthly hurts. thank Naruto for My Hero. I'll spit on Naruto.
Oh, yeah, thank goodness.
BG, what do you think of Gen Z? I don't know if you mean the TV show or just the generation in general. I'm just gonna say the generation in general. They're fine. I don't see what. So I'm a millennial, and I hear a lot of like, "Oh, Gen Z doesn't want to work," and blah blah. Blah. It's because nobody's getting paid what they're worth, and Gen Z right now does not need to work to keep things going. So they're just like, I'm not gonna take that bush. I was looking. I'm on a subreddit for computer science career questions, and it was just like I had 7 rounds of interviews and technical tests, and then they just went, "You don't meet the qualification." It's just like, and a Gen Zer can just go, "No, you 7 rounds? I'm not doing that."
Yeah, that's too much.
And
we've wasted so much time.
yeah, no, and so people are like, "Ugh, that's ridiculous." We always try to present criticism. Like, we'll get things wrong. Everybody gets things wrong, but we always try to present criticism instead of just shaking our heads and going bad. Like, that offers nothing in way of discussion. It offers nothing in the way of us really getting our thoughts out, not our feelings on the things, but our thoughts on the thing. Because if I was just expositing my feelings on the thing, I just go, "This is leave me alone." I don't want to explain this. Yep. Anime community is obsessed with others' opinions. I think everybody's obsessed with everybody else's opinions. People want to hear
validation about what they like, and they don't like, "Hey, I don't like this thing," and then it's fighting back. Because people on Twitter.
Hi Zaldonix says. So, how will they do in court? Excuse me, Mr. Juror, but my client is innocent because of the ghost quirk.
Yeah, it was a man in his hole.
I can't be
It was a
blamed
man in this boy's hole. He can't be judged for his actions. But very recently, people were talking about how the Suicide Squad killed the Justice
C says.
League.
Image this Deku summons a Susano of himself and punches the monster with the camera shot of everyone standing behind him with their fist out and the day is saved.
No.
No.
I should time you for that high key.
No. I will not accept that. I will be like, this is a fake manga. The real chapter is coming out soon. And then it will end, and I'll be like, "Hey, but what about that one chapter that you promised us? Because that was the fake one."
Hey, there was a chapter I think you missed in between.
What's happening?
Or it's gonna flow naturally until you're just gonna cut that out. It's just gonna be like, "Dang, they just kind of jumped to this position." That's crazy.
Just jumped from 411 to 415, huh? All right, brave choice.
Gavin is Lightning says. Y'all gotta pay the troll toll if you want to shove quirks in this boy's hole.
If you want to get in. But there was a recent Twitter conversation about the Suicide Squad killed the Justice League Joker. And people were like, "This is horrible. This is
worst written thing ever."
And I'm just looking, I'm like, why? Not a single person explained why it was bad from what I saw. I was scrolling, looking for the quote retweets.
Just like yuck. Puke emoji.
An affront to Justice League and Batman and Joker and all this. And I'm just like, can somebody please explain himself? Because I'm like, not really great, but can somebody explain to me why you know? And it's just a shared, this is bad, and everybody just accepts it and moves on. And that's what a lot of people want with their opinions. That's why people like Mother's Basement is popular. When he did his My Hero video, he said literally nothing.
I forgot about they feel like a brotherhood or whatever, and he was showing 3 months. I'm like, what conversations have they had? Sarah, what is he doing there?
So people are always going to be very protective about their opinions.
Yes.
Anime or otherwise.
I just want to see what Anime Wiz has been doing with My Hero. Have y'all seen the Suicide Squad kill the Justice League criticisms? Apparently not.
I have.
I've seen some of them.
I don't look too hard into it because I saw one video that was just like this. I'm more focused on why the story sucks as opposed to why the gameplay sucks. And a lot of people are just like, yeah, it sucks because of Justice League and blah, blah, blah. But I don't really listen to the people that was just like, Batman was disrespected by them. I'm just like,
his last performance, and you do, yeah.
That's not really helping the conversation here. Batman deserves okay, but you're fine with I think it was Flash getting peed on. That's you're not complaining about that.
Yo,
You
this
know
is
what's up.
This
You
is
know what's
crazy
up.
work.
You know what's up.
This is crazy work.
多くのものが少しずつたとえそれが微力であろうとどれか一本もずれていてもこの結果は生じえなかったと
I gotta say, the notion of the hero giving everything they've got to just reach their goal has always appealed to me. It's the reason why the intro always gives me goosebumps.
But this is not unique to My Hero in and of itself. It's just a thing that you like.
The way they turned this part of his story from being he wants to keep everyone away from Totoro. What an incredible way of showing how warped he'd become, twisted by his father's obsession over the years, wanting to be noticed, wanting to achieve his father's goal, but being pushed away. Wow!
今後はショートを他の頃と一切近づけさせないことにする
It's like
ショート見るな
He even found a way to turn this part of his story from being he wants to keep everyone away from Todoroki, to be cruel and constantly train him, to he wanted to protect him, first of all, after what his brother tried.
No,
He wasn't a horrible beat man.
he wasn't beating his children unmercifully.
Can you see what he says about Muriel's return?
Our
And
boy
also-
is back.
And also Magician Man's reveal. He can't be bumping that. This is past that. Let's let him back into My Hero
Oh yeah,
Academia.
this is dark. Yep, this is the prison break. That's gonna be part 1 there.
5丁目の避難
The
完了
video is not on screen.
Oh, I didn't care. Why would y'all want to see this?
It was
しました
Honestly, his quirk I always found to be the oddest.
I don't
This is nothing short of a masterclass of how to effectively raise the tension of the scene, my word!
Cries out
ヒーロー
Donald
はま
said.
だ
The armor plot level is ridiculous. Everyone in the Justice League could have killed SSQ in seconds, but they don't for some reason.
Yeah, it's always like that. There are times where it's like, hey, he's fighting the control of whatever, and that's what helps. But other times it's like, let's kill him.
Skyrocketing! That overhead of the city looking surprisingly detailed.
逃げ遅れた人々をヒーローや警察救助
Where is Miriam?
Chris the Chilled says. The plot be plotting. Man shrugging.
It do be blocked.
見ててやらなきゃあいつらを卒業させてヒーローになるまで邪魔はお前だ
How can you not deeply love and appreciate that furious passion to survive and protect others?
It's the story. It's the character.
Don't.
Oh.
Don't.
Oh.
Don't. Don't.
そこがどう考えたフィッシャー
Watching even more heroes from Class A, but especially Class B, getting their time in the sun to show off for one of the first times since the earlier seasons.
What did they show off? They all grabbed his neck and were about to get cooked. We're getting close. God, I forgot how much happened in this.
It's
in
near
arc.
the end where Muriel comes back and hey, I'm the grandson.
Bit of humanity behind her now.
ありがとうねバイバイ
Froppy!
Why did you stop there?
That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. I just need to reorient myself of where we are.
Dobby's dance.
There it is.
He's got his quirk back.
Oh,
Why did I want to hear this?
I tell you, I haven't
What else
fretted
could
so
it
much
be?
ever watching an anime, I don't believe. Like I said, very rare it ever causes physical symptoms of worry. Those symptoms just got worse. I can't catch a break here. What a mind-blowing 6th season this is. In terms of this being a wide battle, I just want to take my hat off to the mangaka and the studio for showcasing it so incredibly well.
It's a lot
It's
of going on
Yes.
around a lot of an area.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen those other two people.
Really does feel like battle is raging everywhere. It's outstanding. Oh my god. I think I know who that is.
You think you know who that is? What? They showed him! And again, this is that bullshit. I'm watching it as I'm watching it.
Yeah.
You're editing this. What do you mean you think you know who that is?
If that's who I think it is, straight up 2 wins. He's one of my
What is
favorite
wrong with me?
characters, but if it's him, it means he's got his quirk back. Oh
What
my
do you
god.
mean if it's him? You have to slow down the footage in order to not show him.
And then re-loop it.
Unknown Gaming XL says, I can't believe this bum actually gets paid for this.
So he brother to me, and I've watched him fight Overhaul no less than a dozen times. So he means a lot to me. How he carries himself, his perseverance and personality. Here's your 2 wins, brother.
So,
When he appeared, showing tears rolling down
and
his
then
cheeks.
dumb muff in anime wins. Don't care how he got here, just that he's here. Yep. Cool. This is
Okay, so firstly, I had to stop for a moment writing this when he appeared here. I literally started crying. His scenes from season 4 meant a lot to me, and I've watched him fight Overhaul no less than a dozen times. So he means a lot to me. How he carries himself, his
Did the
perseverance.
mom
And
give him 2 wins 3 times? I know it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. But if nothing matters, what's the point? Make things matter or go balls to the walls and give him 80 points. Who cares?
personality. Here's your 2 wins, brother.
Cameron Davis says, I wish we can see y'all's faces, I be dying.
it's this is just how
Then he goes and does this, his damn signature power move that I love, screaming it with his passion that he always carries. He's got his quirk back. I literally couldn't be more happy right now. I'm smiling like a moron, and all of this isn't even taking into account the animation throughout
did
the
he praise
attack.
the animation?
2 more wins from my boy, please.
This was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So why am I mad? I
Because
shot
you
myself
still
in
went
the
through.
foot, and I'm like, why is there a
Prize
bullet?
Aldonic
Why my
says,
foot is bleeding?
So you've seen a PNG hundreds of times because this is Million versus Overhaul.
absolutely.
Yes!
たった半年の空白懐かしさすら感じない
Getting our first proper look, as far as I can recall, at what he sees when using his quirk.
No, we saw that when he explained it. This is a character you cried over.
Her determination is so cute. She's really grown over this time, got more confidence in herself. Also, the building explanation of how he got his quirk back.
誰か
I really didn't expect that.
あの時の爆破を
Okay. Oh no. I
Not only is this moment great for Bakugo as a character wanting to save his fellow heroes, it also looked insane.
That's worth one ding.
I forgot this man. He's the worst.
He's not my favorite YouTuber, I'll say.
Yep. All right. We are out of here then. Yep. We have nothing left. Shove off. There was never a thing here, y'all. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Blah blah blah. Biggie rhymes. April Fool's Day vid, regular revisited, regular stream. Auction stream next week, maybe.
That's up to you.
You're part of this.
I thought it was gonna be this week, but then
It
you
was
were like, "Hey, yo, nah."
You know why? Because they were just gonna keep asking, and at some point it's just like, let's give them a little something to shut them the f up, and that's a little something to shut y'all the f up. So yeah, next week we can do an auction stream. Anybody with channel points, recommend vids when we do it. And yeah, that's about it. We're not doing Goku T23. At least not right now. Auction stream. Dude, he sucks. He's the worst.
We got a cease and desist. Hate to break it to y'all.
I ain't want y'all to find out this way. He works for Nintendo, actually. Yeah, we had a system where it was like, with super chats or tips, we don't care. $1, $2, $3, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes. Because some people don't have channel points, they'd rather spend money. Some people don't have money, they'd rather spend channel points. However you want to do it. Yep. All right.
Dutch says, biracial lotion.
Dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. And D.A will attest to this. I was literally on the floor laughing off of that shit. It was so good. We should do a month soon.
I disagree.
There you go. Here's what we should either do, a month, or we should start working towards that Naruto because reasons that we put off because my TV was stuck.
That was your fault.
Yeah. And we really should have been reading Naruto during that time, honestly.
I also disagree.
So we'll either get a month rocking for y'all, or we'll get a Naruto because reasons. We'll talk about it. Don't expect it in April. Maybe in May, depending on which one it is. All right, we're out of here. Whew. You don't want Mark Month. Your points were giving willingly. We were there for cupcakes. Obey.